Shriya Saran, Tanya Hope, ಹಾಗೆ ಲೂಲು ಮಾಲ್ನ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕಿರಣ್ ಪುತ್ರನ್ ಅವರು, ಸಿನೆಪಾಲಿಸ್ನ ಜನರಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಅಭಿನವ್ ದವೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಮಾಲ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲನೆ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಟೋಕನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಭಿನವ್ ಟು ಕೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಡೂ ದಿ ಆನರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಮೊಮೆಂಟೋ ಟು ದಿ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ಸ್. Thank you so much, one and all, for being present today, and thank you so much, Aishwarya. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Shriya. Thank you so much, Mr. Putran. Thank you. And thank you, Abhinav, for doing the honors. Now to get on with some talk. Obviously, for what we're here for. Shriya ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. But there's still, they've waited quite a long time, so I think you really have to speak quite a bit about the film. Don't you think so, guys? Yes? Yes? Yeah, exactly. Now, I think we should pass on the mic to Tanya. Tell us all about your role in the film and how you like it. Kabzaa. How did Kabzaa you initially when you heard the script?
To start, okay? Ellarigu namas. Yeah. I am actually very nervous. No, I'm very nervous. You've done this many times. I haven't done this many times. Okay. Ellarigu namaskara. ಈ ಕಬ್ಜಾ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚುಮ್ ಚುಮ್ ಚಲಿ ಚಲಿ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಹಾಡಿಗೆ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಉಪ್ಪಿ ಸರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಜಾನಿ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತುಂಬ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚಂದ್ರು ಸರ್, ಯಮುನಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಫಾರ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಫೀಲ್ ಸೊ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೀಮ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸುದೀಪ್ ಸರ್, ಉಪ್ಪಿ ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶ್ರೇಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಇಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಸ್ so good to be a part of a project that you're in, by the way. And looking like ethereally beautiful in this movie, dude. Really, really, really. Anyway. We should. And ಈ ಕಬ್ಜಾ ಚಿತ್ರಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್, ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ ಹೀರೋಯಿನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು.
No one has told me this, but I think it's because of me. We got lost in traffic, the flight got delayed, blah blah blah, the usual excuses, but they all are not excuses, it's all reality. I love Bangalore. I love coming to Bangalore. I have memories of coming here while I was in college. I've loved going to long drives. I used to come here for food, come here. I remember going to Kaveri fishing camp. I don't know how many of you all grew up going there. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city with lovely people like you all. When I heard the story of Kabzaa and then they told me we're shooting in Bangalore, I was like, wow, this is going to be fun. I love Bangalore. And they showed me the show reel of Upendra sir and Sudeep sir, and they looked really hot and amazing. And I'm like, wow, this is a cool film. I want to be there. And then I heard the script, and I fell in love with the idea and the vision Chandru sir had of making a film larger than life, scaling it, showing it to people from different languages, and also pan-India or Indian films, as you call it. It's also kind of, it celebrates who we are, different languages, but we are so together, we're one. And it's a beautiful story which needed to be told in all the languages all at once. So here we are. Kabzaa is coming out on 17th of March, and I'm sure we'll do a Kabzaa on your heart. It has great technicians. AJ, the cameraman, has done amazing work, has worked really hard. The first time I met him, I thought he was a kid. And the first thing I do when I go on a set, I make friends with the cameraman. So everyone who's behind the camera, I make friends with them first because they're the most important people. So I'm like, so the first thing I do is I look around and I go and I quietly say, hi, what's up, to like everyone, to the cutter guy, to the lightman guy, to like, because one mistake and you'll have to do everything all over again, and they really make your performance come alive. And I'm like, hey, what's your name? And he says, AJ. And I'm like, really? So where's the cameraman? He's like, it's me. The jokes apart, the set designs are done so beautifully. It really transforms you to another world. My costumes are designed by Sitara Korige. When my manager Manoj, she told me about the film, I loved it, but I'm so happy that my entire team, my makeup man Mahendra Dada, my hairdresser Priya, who've been there with me, to the entire happy-go-lucky fun team, to all the assistant directors, my director, his wife Yamna ma'am, who was always really sweet. All the jewelry that I'm wearing in the film is actually real jewelry from Gujarat Jewelers. To everyone who's been part of this film, part of this journey, making me Madhumati and creating magic on screen, I'm very grateful. And I'm actually especially grateful to Radha because of her, I'm more driven towards working and creating films that tomorrow she will be proud of. And I'm grateful to my mom and Andre, who takes care of her while I'm not there. To everyone who's quietly there with me or making sure that I'm on the right path, thank you. And thank you, Kannada. Thank you, Bangalore. Thank you for having me here. I know you'll say, oh my God, but you can't say a single word in Kannada. I'm sorry. Hopefully soon. Because my nanny is from Karnataka. And she says, very bad. You can't say one word in Kannada. And she hates me for it. But soon, one day. Thank you for having us here. Abhinav, thank you.
World-class exhibition technology that is here for the guests, for our patrons, like Kabzaa. What we'll see right now is just a glimpse in terms of the trailer of the kind of audio power and the visuals that you can experience. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you Aishwarya from the Global Malts team also to be here. In fact, I'd like to hand over the mic to Aishwarya to say a few words as well, please.
Actually, when me and my father was visualizing Global Mall, the reason why we kept the name Global Mall is because we wanted to play global people into the mall, right? Just the fact that we have whether ನಮ್ಮ own Kannada movie, Kabzaa, which is the pan-India movie today, or whether it's Cinepolis, which is a global leader today, or getting Lulu to Bangalore today, which is a global people, we were imagining it to be a destination place and getting global people to come here and make it a destination mall and not just a normal mall, which is what we aim to achieve at, and we see that achieving in the process. So thank you to the entire team for choosing our mall to actually promote this, and we wish you a huge success, and we're very proud Kannadigas that our Kannada movies are going pan-India, and we're not just releasing just in Karnataka, but people across the country, across the world are looking forward. So wishing you all the best, and we as Kannadigas and global people are here to support you. Thank you so much.
This film was a lot of effort because it's a film which is pan-India, so there's a lot more that my director had. He wanted to make it larger than life, and the whole story is like that. When you watch the film, you realize.
A scene which is taken aback by.
The scene that took a part of my soul. I feel every movie that you do, that you fall in love with, there is something that you leave behind and something that you take. And it always stays with me. The last scene that you saw in the trailer, it was a very demanding scene.
Behind the bus where you're screaming.
Yeah, it was very hard to do it. It was just really hard, just imagining myself in a situation like that. It was really, really hard. It was really hard for me to get out of it also. I kept calling my family and checking on them the whole day. It was
That scene also attracted me, so now I am about to see Kabzaa.
yeah. It's a very it's a difficult scene to do. And there's a scene between me and my father in the film also. That was a hard one to do, to imagine something like that. But on whole, the film was very demanding, but also very satisfying. I think the most interesting and challenging, but at the same time, something that I love to do is start believing myself and imagining myself as the character, because that's the beginning, and it's a process that you want to dive into, but also takes a lot because you have to leave yourself behind and become Madhumati. And so you're like holding onto yourself, that at some point you just find the character, and then everything it says is just, it's fun. Language, maybe because I had to learn all the lines, but I feel today language for me is this very small, very tiny barrier. I can, it's not, it doesn't really bother me. But the fact that this was set uh, in the 70s and 80s to create that kind of body language was very interesting. I would say challenging, but interesting. Because there's a certain way she behaves, there's a certain way she uses her eyes, and it's very interesting to kind of work around that. So that was fun for me to do.
Okay. Uniqueness of this movie.
Sorry?
Uniqueness of this movie.
Like Upendra sir always says, the uniqueness of this film, of course, is the story, but more importantly, it's the heroes that you don't see, which is the technicians, the cameraman, the set designing is done beautifully, the music, the background score, and it's just like everything was so driven towards making this film the way it's looking right now. They work really hard, really hard. And it's just the drive to make a film that will live forever in your heart is the uniqueness of the film.
Okay, thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much, one and all. With that, yeah, we take two last questions. Can we please have the mic passed?
Hi, ma'am. You look very beautiful. Ma'am, you've acted in multiple languages, right? What do you like the best in our Kannada film industry?
Like I said, today the language barrier is completely gone, and people are watching cinema because they love cinema. And I've always said it's Indian cinema, and we all come together and make a film beautiful. It'll be hard for me to pinpoint one thing, but it's incredible the kind of cinema of play that as an industry we made. And I say we because I feel I'm part of Indian cinema, and I can say all of us have loved. Like Kantara was just out of the world. It was so rooted and yet so global, and that was his USP. I love watching KGF, and now I'm doing Kabzaa, which is also a pan-Indian film. To make a film on that large scale, to make a big film which goes to the entire country in different languages, takes a lot of effort and a lot of writing process. So that is incredible. But having said that, I think we all come together, make Indian cinema. And what I like about coming and working in Kannada films and this, it's I find the language very sweet to listen to. It has a sweet tone to it. So when you're saying lines, and especially when I'm saying a line which is very angry, I have to learn a lot because it has a sweetness to it. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much.
I don't know, yeah. So that I find very, very cute about the language. I love the food when I come here. And I love the emotions in the film. But on whole, I think we all come together and make Indian cinema.
ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಸುದ್ದಿಗಾಗಿ ಜಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಲೈವ್ ಟಿವಿ, ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ಸ್, ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್, ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಸುದ್ದಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂಗೈಯಲ್ಲಿ.